My daughter came home crying every day from school because her best friend started ignoring her after getting a new iPhone that my daughter couldn't afford. Emma had been best friends with Zoe since 2nd grade. They did everything together, walked to school, ate lunch at the same table, had sleepovers every weekend. My daughter would come home with stories about their inside jokes and secret handshakes. They were inseparable. But everything changed when Zoe got an iPhone 15 for her 13th birthday. Suddenly, Emma wasn't getting invited to hang out anymore. At lunch, Zoe would sit with the girls who had fancy phones, showing off her new camera and playing games Emma couldn't join because she only had my old flip phone. Emma came home in tears 3 days straight. "Mom, Zoe won't even look at me. She said I'm boring now because I can't text her or be in the group chat." It broke my heart watching my confident daughter shrink into herself. I worked 2 jobs just to keep us afloat after the divorce. There was no way I could afford a $600 phone for a 13-year-old. But seeing Emma's face every day, knowing she was eating lunch alone while her former best friend posted Instagram stories with new friends, made me desperate. That's when I remembered something my grandmother taught me about friendship. She used to say real friends don't need expensive things to connect. They need shared experiences and genuine care for each other. I had an idea. Instead of trying to compete with technology, I would give Emma something Zoe's iPhone couldn't: real adventure. I started planning surprise activities for Emma and whoever wanted to join. Mini road trips to the beach, camping in our backyard, teaching her to bake my grandmother's secret cookie recipe. The first weekend, only Emma and I went hiking, but she seemed happier than she'd been in weeks, taking photos with my old digital camera and collecting pretty rocks. She posted one blurry photo on her rarely used social media with the caption, "Adventures with Mom." Monday at school, 3 different girls asked Emma about her weekend. Turns out, while everyone else was stuck inside on their phones, Emma had stories to tell. Real stories about getting lost on the trail and finding a hidden waterfall. Within 2 weeks, Emma had new friends asking to join our weekend adventures. Girls who were tired of just staring at screens wanted to come camping, learn to bake, go on photo walks around town. The turning point came during our 3rd weekend camping trip. We had 4 girls with us, roasting marshmallows and telling ghost stories. That's when Zoe showed up at our campsite with her mom. "Emma's mom said we could stop by," Zoe said quietly, looking around at the fire and tents. "My mom thought it looked fun when she saw your photos." For a moment, nobody said anything. Then Emma smiled and handed Zoe a marshmallow. "Want to hear the scary story Rachel was telling?" Zoe sat down, putting her phone in her pocket. For the next hour, she laughed harder than I'd seen in months. No Instagram, no group chats, just kids being kids around a campfire. Later that night, I overheard Zoe talking to Emma in their tent. "I'm sorry I was being weird. I thought having a cool phone would make me more interesting, but honestly, I was getting bored just scrolling all day. This is way better." The next Monday, Emma came home beaming. Zoe asked if she could come camping again this weekend. And guess what? She wants to learn Grandma's cookie recipe too.